Hello, listeners and viewers. All right, so on today's post, I wanted to talk about this tendency in conscious creation or reality surfing, where when you notice that whatever you desire, whatever your outcome is, doesn't seem to be showing up to your conscious mind, you go into this mindset of giving up or this dialogue of, well, this isn't working. This isn't working for me. This isn't happening. Nothing's happening. On and on. This thought process unfolds that says, what I want isn't coming. And you give the apparent absence of the thing that you want to mean that what you want, the outcome that you want, doesn't exist, or it isn't happening, or it isn't coming. You give it any number of definitions or conclusions that say, I can't actually have the thing that I want. And this is something you want to look at, because the premise within the reality surfing or conscious creation context is that whatever you desire, whatever outcome you want, whatever manifestation you want to bring into your experience, it already exists. It's already completed. It's already a living pattern in the field, in the creative ocean of consciousness, if you will. And so the apparent absence of it isn't a denial. It isn't a negation of your creative power to bring about anything you desire in your experience. What it is an invitation for you to continue to stay in the state of the outcome that you want, to stay in the state of knowing that whatever you desire, you can have. And the other part of that is, what's your approach? What's your strategy? What's your way of participating in the manifestation of this experience? Because you are a participant. The universe around you, or the multiverse around you, does not bring things to you. Nothing comes to you. Everything comes through you. You are a participant in everything that you experience. So instead of giving up on the outcome altogether, instead of, sort of giving up, you want to look at your participation as well as your expansion in the journey of manifestation, in the unfolding of the process of manifestation. So absence is not denial. The appearance of absence is not denial. You're not denied anything. And that's something that you want to integrate into your perspective, to move through your experiences through this sustained assumption that whatever you want, you can have. Whoever you want to be in the world, you can be. Whatever outcomes you want to experience in your reality, you can experience. You want to hold to that assumption regardless of what does or doesn't appear to show up. And the other part of this, there are many parts to this. The other part of this is that when it looks to your conscious mind like nothing's happening, there's numberless processes and orchestrations and activities happening that you are not consciously aware of. Your physical mind, your neurological structure is literally hardwired to only notice what it knows to notice, to only notice what it's been conditioned to notice. So when it appears to you like nothing's happening, there's a huge amount of stuff that's happening. And I mean, you can look at this in your own experience of your physical body, for instance, right now. Even as you experience the solidity of the physical body, there are an endless number of processes happening inside of you. The way your blood is moving through the body, the way oxygen is being taken to all the cells, the way that your neurons are firing just so you can receive this information, just so you can recognize and decode these words, is happening outside of your conscious awareness, outside of your conscious mind. And it's the same thing for the way your experiences unfold in waking reality, that to everything that appears to be no movement for your physical mind, there are endless processes, endless movements, endless activities happening in a given moment, in any given moment. So even the illusion that nothing's happening, even the illusion that nothing is unfolding, is something that you can transcend. It's something that you can let go of, is a filter in your perceptual outlook that you can let go of. So it's worthwhile to notice what you begin to conclude when you are looking for the experience you want to be having, when you are looking out into your waking reality and waiting for something to happen. It's worthwhile to examine the conclusions that you're coming to and the thoughts you're giving reality to. You know, when you have a thought that says nothing's happening, question it. Is that true? Is it true that nothing's happening right now in this moment? Is that really true? And give yourself the reference of where else in your experience it appears that nothing's happening and yet there's a lot happening. You know, there are endless activities in the background of every environment you find yourself in. And so it's the same for any experience you want to bring into your life. So when you begin to see yourself moving into that thought frame, that thought train, that thought stream that says, well, why aren't things happening? Why aren't things manifesting? Why aren't things moving? Question that very narrative and look at its purpose. Question that very narrative, that very thought stream. Instead of identifying with it immediately and writing that thought stream and writing that thought train, question it. See what it accomplishes. Does it keep you open to the flow of manifestation, or does it close you off to the flow of universal energy? Does it inspire you, motivate you, add momentum to your movements, or does it slow you down? Is it a sort of deceleration of your spin? The very notion, the very experience that nothing's happening is something you do to yourself. It's a frame of reference that you use to experience a reality of quote unquote nothing happening. You can just as easily move into a frame of reference that says there's a lot happening. It may not be visible to my conscious mind, but I know based on what I notice about the way the universe works, based on the way I notice the way all environments work, I know there's a lot happening in favor of this outcome that I want to experience. I know, doubtlessly, with clear conviction, I know that there are orchestrations happening in this moment that I'm not consciously aware of. There are meetings and conversations unfolding that are in favor of the experiences I want to have. There's a lot going on under the veil of my conscious awareness that confirms that I can have this experience that I want to have, that I can be this new identity that I want to be. And you want to stay in that. You want to stay in that awareness of knowing that there's always a lot happening in your favor. That the universe does in fact conspire on your behalf in every moment.